Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Will from the Overwatch YouTube channel, and in this video we are taking a look at an in-depth hero guide for the fastest hero in Overwatch, Tracer. Tracer is a very squishy hero with only 150 health, which gives her the least health for any hero along with Baby Diva. This could make Tracer very vulnerable to dying, but in this guide we will discuss how to effectively not do that as well as give out as much damage as possible. Tracer's main guns are her pulse pistols. These are a rapid-firing hit scan weapon which deals about 5 damage per bullet, and they have an 11 to 30 meter fall-off range, which basically means like if a target's far away you won't be getting as much damage on them. You can empty your gun in 1 second, which is 40 rounds per second, and it also reloads in a second, so this fits Tracer's general persona by being really quick, as she is. The first of Tracer's abilities is her blink. This allows her to dash forward 7.8 meters. She can't go upwards with this, so bear that in mind. It's only horizontal movement. Don't try to get up like to a high place because it won't work, so remember that. And she has 3 uses of it. Every time she uses one, it takes 3 seconds for another to charge up, and yeah, 3 in total. Tracer's other ability is her recall, and this allows her to gain back any health lost from a short period of time before using it. And basically, if that's a bit confusing, say if you lose 54 health, I don't know, pick a random number, if you recall, then you'll get that health back. So yeah, that's basically what it does. Bear in mind though, if you recall too late, you may not get your health back, and I'm not sure exactly like how long it is, but just if you take down lots of damage, then recall straight away and you'll get it all back. And on to Tracer's ultimate ability, which is Pulse Bomb. Pulse Bomb is a bomb that lasts 1 second and deals 400 damage. When released, there is a 3 meter radius of explosion, and you can also stick it to heroes or enemies, and it still has a 3 meter radius when it's on them. Now let's talk about some tips and combos for Tracer. The first one is when you use your ultimate, and what you should do is maybe blink into like a horde of enemies, stick one person, then recall away. And you should be getting some good kills there, or maybe play the game. But if there isn't a horde, then you should prioritize someone like a Zarya or a Reinhardt, or maybe even a Bastion when he's in turret form. But people with more than 400 health, you should shoot at them while you stick them with your ultimate to make sure you kill them. And make sure to not be in that 3 meter radius, as it will kill you as well as your enemy, so don't be a noob. And yep, that's the first tip. And now let's talk about blink and recall management. So basically you should use your blinks to get out of fights more than you use to get into them. So obviously you've got 3, so you can maybe use 1 to get in, but if you don't have any, then how are you going to get out? And obviously you need to use your recall as basically a last resort to survive basically. So if you blink into a fight, chances are you're going to have to recall away and waste that recall. So maybe if you blink in and then use your blink to get out, then that's maybe more, I don't know what to call it, better. Let's just go with that. That's better. Now let's talk about matchups. And first off is the attack strategy, and I'm going to be fairly brief with this as it's pretty simple basically. Genji and Sombra are a solid win for a Tracer, as your gun deals more damage and you should be winning that. Just make sure Genji doesn't deflect, and that's basically with every hero. So bait that out and then kill him. Pharah and Reaper are probably going to beat you. Obviously it's hard to shoot at Pharah, and if she hits you with 1 rocket you're dead. Same with Reaper, he will kill you with a couple of his shots as he deals more damage than you. Now onto McCree and Soldier, and that basically depends on the player. If the McCree flashbangs you, then you're probably dead, but maybe he's a noob and he misses the shot, then you can recall back and gain your health and probably kill him when he doesn't have his flashbang ready. With the Soldier, yeah, you're probably less likely to win, but if he hits you with your Helix rocket, then you're probably going to die. And if you're able to blink around him, you might be able to take him out, but generally he should be beating you, so yeah, I'd say Soldier will probably win. Now onto the defense category, and Bastion should be avoided unless you have your ultimate. If you can stick Bastion in his turret form, then that is a good win for you, and yeah, you should be good for that. Hanzo and Widowmaker should result in a win if you can get up close to them, and yeah, obviously just move around so they can't hit you. But if it's a skilled Hanzo, maybe he can headshot you, or it all depends basically. Make sure to recall if he lands a scatter arrow. Simple stuff. Junkrat and Mei aren't particularly very good for you, but if the Junkrat can land maybe 2 or 3 grenades or even trap you, then chances of you surviving are very slim. And the same with Mei, if she can freeze you, then you're obviously going to die. But if you blink around her when she's trying to freeze you, then you'll have a bigger chance of winning. Torbjorn's turret will probably kill you unless you're behind a shield, and the Torb himself should be able to be taken out by you if you can blink around him and confuse him. And now onto the penultimate category, which is the tanks. And this is definitely your weakest category when it comes to 1v1s, but if you have your pulse bomb ready, then it may be a bit different. As D.Va and Roadhog and Winston are generally heroes you should stay away from, because Winston can counter you quite highly as his gun just locks onto you, and he can obviously use his jump to catch up with you. And Diva's meta at the moment, as I've said in a lot of other videos, she can eat up your bullets, and obviously the main thing, she has lots more health than you. And same with Roadhog, he has much more health, and if he lands 2 or 3 shots, then you're dead. Maybe even 1, I don't know. 1 or 2, 2 or 3. Orisa and Reinhardt, however, are a lot better for you, because an Orisa is slow moving, so by blinking around her and shooting her, you should be good. Make sure you don't use your ultimate if she hasn't used Fortify either, because that'll just waste your ultimate. Same with Azaria, if she has a shield, then don't use your ultimate. Bait out the shield and the Fortify, and then you can kill them. With Reinhardt, if you can stay far enough away, then he can't hit you, then you should be okay to kill him, and maybe get behind his shield and stick him with your ultimate, and you should be good. And the final category, which is the supports. Most of this is a simple win, obviously a Mercy is, but Symmetra, if you can stay far enough away from her, then you should be able to take her out good. And if Anna can manage to sleep you, then she'll probably take you out, unless you recall as soon as you can and hopefully be back to full HP. Finally, Lucio and Zenyatta. And Lucio should be a similar fight, because if you can land your shots on him, then you should win that fight. But if he boops you, make sure to recall and then take him down for his rude and ungrateful action. Zenyatta is quite strong against the Tracer. If he's a good shot at long distance, he can take you out with ease. But if you get up close to him, you should be able to kill him. And that sums up this guide. If you did find this video helpful, make sure to like it and share it with your friends. But as always, I have been Will from the Overwatch YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video.